Harvey, it's me, your mother.
Sorry, who is this?
Your mother, Catherine Marshall. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm finally talking to you. I've been searching everywhere for you, asking people, checking forums, even bribing a guy at City Hall.
I think you've got the wrong person. My mom's name isn't Catherine.
Oh, sweetheart, of course you'd say that. They told you lies. They had to. You were so little when I left, you probably don't even remember my voice. But it's me. It's really me.
Wait, you left? What are you talking about?
I didn't want to go, but your father, he made that impossible. We had terrible fights. He worked for a small construction firm in town. I always thought he could do better, but he just had no drive, no passion. So I did what I had to do. I gave him an ultimatum. Either get a better job or I'm leaving. And he chose his stupid little job over me. I tried to take you with me, but they wouldn't let me. They erased me from your life, Harvey.
Okay, I have no idea what this is. My parents are very much alive and very much married. And my mom, she raised me. I've known her my whole life.
Oh, honey, I'm sure she's a nice woman, but she's not your real mother. I am. I gave birth to you in a small hospital outside of town on a rainy Tuesday morning. You had the tiniest feet I'd ever seen.
I wasn't born in this town.
What?
I was born in another state. We moved here when I was 3.
No, you must be misremembering. Or maybe they forged the documents. It wouldn't be the first time a man tried to erase the mother of his child.
And you're saying you are my real mother?
Yes, I am. I'll never forget the day you were born. You have a birthmark on your right shoulder, don't you?
No, I don't actually.
Oh, goodness gracious, they must have had it surgically removed. But even without that birthmark, I just know that you're mine. A mother knows her child.
Right. Look, I think this conversation has gone on long enough. I don't know who you are, but I'm not the person you're looking for.
Wait, please, just hear me out for one more minute. That TV segment last weekend, the one about the rising young entrepreneurs, that was you, right? Harvey Marshall, the 32-year-old founder of a rising logistics company.
Yes, that was me.
I knew it. The moment I saw your face on that screen, I dropped my cup of tea. You have my eyes, my jawline, even your left ear sticks out just like your uncle's did.
You saw me on TV and then decided we must be related?
No, it's deeper than that. When a mother sees her child, she feels it. I felt it in my bones. I've never been more certain of anything in my life.
Okay, let's say I was your son for argument's sake. Why are you contacting me now?
Because it's time. You're successful, stable, and clearly doing well. I thought we'd been apart for far too long, and maybe now we can finally be together. We can rebuild what we lost and live together as mother and son.
You want to live with me?
Well, just temporarily, or permanently. I don't take up that much space. I've always dreamed of having tea ready for you when you come home from work, and we could take walks together. Oh, and you could help me out just a little, financially.
Ah, there it is.
I'm not asking for a mansion, just enough to get by. I've had a rough life, Harvey. Rent is high, my knees are bad, and part-time jobs just don't cover everything anymore.
How much exactly are you talking about?
Well, I was thinking maybe around $2,000 per month. $3,000 if you're feeling generous. That's what a devoted son might offer, right? And if not monthly, I'd happily take a lump sum, say $20,000 per year. That would really help me get back on my feet.
You do realize this is insane, right? You claim to be my mother out of nowhere, ask to move in with me, and then ask for 20 grand?
I'm not asking, I'm just hoping you'll do the right thing for your mother.
You're not my mother. My mother is the woman who raised me, the one who packed my school lunches and stayed up when I had a fever, the one who actually knows me.
But that should have been me. I wanted to do all those things. Don't you want to know the truth, where you really came from?
No, what I want is for you to stop contacting me. This is deeply inappropriate, and honestly, it's creepy.
Please don't say that. Don't shut me out like this, not when we just found each other again.
I'm gonna block you now. Goodbye.
No, Harvey, don't do this. Please, baby, just listen. Harvey, it's me again, your mother.
You've got to be kidding. You got a new phone number?
I had no choice. You blocked me. Do you know how much that hurt? I am your mother, and you just cut me off like I meant nothing.
You're not my mother, and getting a new number to harass me is not helping your case.
It's not harassment. I'm reaching out because I love you. I've missed your whole life, Harvey. I never got to hold your hand on your first day of school or cheer you on at a soccer game. I lost everything.
You didn't lose anything because you never had it. I'm not your son. You're not my mother.
You're saying that because they've brainwashed you. Your father and that woman pretending to be your mother, they lied to you for decades.
I checked with my dad, my actual mom, and my grandparents. No one knows a Catherine.
Of course they don't. They scrubbed me out of your life, don't you see? It was all a cover-up. They were afraid you'd find out the truth someday.
You think my entire family has been running a secret conspiracy for 30 years just to keep me from you?
Yes, because they knew you'd want to come back to me, that you'd see who really gave you life, and who deserves to be in it now.
I also checked my birth certificate, hospital records, everything. There's no mystery. I'm the biological son of Gregory and Nancy Marshall. End of story.
Birth certificates can be faked. People change names all the time. That woman probably had her name printed over mine. You don't know what your father is capable of.
My parents are still married. They've been happily married for nearly 40 years.
That's what they want you to believe, but deep down, don't you ever get a strange feeling that you don't belong? Like there's something that's been hidden from you for your entire life.
Nope. Can't say that I've ever felt that way.
You have to be my son. You just have to. I know your face, your eyes, that freckle under your eye. Your grandmother had the exact same one.
I think you're confusing me with someone else, probably someone with a similar name.
No, I'm not confused. You are.
My name's not even that unique. Harvey is fairly common, and Marshall is one of the most common surnames in this state. You latched onto a name and built a story.
Stop saying that! You don't understand what it's like to carry a child inside you and then lose him. I've searched for you for 20 years. You can't just tell me I'm wrong.
I am telling you that because I've got the documents, the family, and the memories to prove it.
And what do I have, huh? You think this is easy for me, watching you on TV, knowing how far you've come, while I'm stuck living in a tiny apartment working night shifts just to eat?
You don't know me. You never did.
But I should have. I was supposed to be there with you.
Oh, for the love of... I'm done entertaining this.
Wait, please, just let me explain. Let me prove it. Give me one more chance. So that's it? You're choosing them over me.
I'm choosing reality over delusions. Goodbye.
No, you can't leave me like this. I'm all alone, Harvey. You're the only person I have left.
All right, tell you what. Give me 3 days and then I'll message you again. There's something I want to look into.
I don't understand. What's there to look into? But if you say so, I've waited 20 years to reunite with you. I suppose I can wait another 3 days.
Hey, you free for a sec?
For you? Always. What's up, TV star?
Yeah, forgot to warn you that segment was airing.
You think? I was drinking coffee and nearly spat it all over my laptop. 1 second I'm zoning out, and then bam, there's your face in a suit talking about warehouse logistics like you invented electricity.
Sorry, I totally spaced on telling anyone.
Honestly, I'm proud of you. That was some big league stuff.
Thanks, but that broadcast brought something really weird into my life.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Some woman has been texting me lately. She's saying she's my real mother.
Wait, what?
Yeah, says her name's Catherine. According to the story she told me, she gave birth to me, then was forcefully separated from me 20 years ago. Then she saw me on TV, recognized me, and went into overdrive finding my phone number.
That's unhinged. Are you okay?
I'm fine, just really confused. I've already told her she's wrong like 10 different ways. I even told her I have the documents to prove she's wrong, but she won't drop it.
So what do you think's going on?
I've been thinking maybe she's mistaking me for someone else, like someone with the same name.
Huh, you mean like another Harvey?
Yeah, and you remember your classmate back in middle school? There was a Harry Marshall, right, who wasn't related to us?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I remember him. He was a really tall guy. I think his dad was a roofer or something because he always smelled like tar.
Exactly, a blue-collar guy raised by a single dad.
Wait, are you saying...
Maybe this Catherine woman is his mom? Maybe she saw me on TV, saw the name Harvey, and assumed I was him.
That actually makes a weird kind of sense. Didn't they live a few blocks over from us?
Same neighborhood, yeah, and if she hasn't seen her kid in decades...
Then it'd be easy to get names and faces scrambled, especially if she's desperate.
Exactly.
Want me to reach out to him? I think I still have a line on someone who knows where he ended up.
That'd be amazing, and if needed, you can give him my number.
Consider it done. Hang in there, okay?
Trying to. Thanks, sis. Hello again, Catherine. It's been 3 days, and I'm contacting you just like I promised.
Oh, Harvey, thank God! I was starting to think you'd changed your mind. When can I come over? I've already packed most of my things. Just waiting on your go-ahead.
Come over? What are you talking about?
Well, I assumed you'd want to live together, of course. I went ahead and canceled my lease. The timing worked out perfectly. My rent renewal was due this week anyway. It felt like a sign.
You canceled the lease on your apartment?
That's right. I knew you wouldn't want your own mother living in some tiny, rundown old shack, struggling all alone. You said you'd contact me in 3 days, so I made preparations to move in with you as soon as you were ready.
Catherine, I never said we'd live together. I said I'd contact you. That's it.
There's no way that the boy I gave birth to would be so cold to his own mother. They raised you to be like this, didn't they? That awful, vile woman, whoever she is, she taught you how to push people away. Your heart's been poisoned.
No one poisoned me. I'm just a man who doesn't appreciate being stalked, lied to, and emotionally manipulated.
I'm not lying. You're my son. I'm your mother. I'm as sure about that as I am about anything.
Then I hope you're sitting down because I've looked into everything and I have the truth.
I don't need proof to know that you're my son. I have my maternal instincts to tell me that.
I'm gonna walk you through this. Please read everything before you respond.
Fine.
First, I looked into people in our town with my same first name, and I found someone. A man named Harry Marshall.
But your name's Harvey, not Harry.
I know, my name is Harvey Marshall, his is Harry Marshall. The overlap is close enough to cause confusion, especially if you haven't seen him in decades. Harry is 1 year older than me. He grew up in the same neighborhood. His father worked construction, just like you said.
That's nothing but a coincidence.
It's no coincidence, it's the truth. I hate to say it, but you've been chasing the wrong man.
No, I wouldn't make a mistake like that. A mother doesn't forget her son's name.
You've convinced yourself of something because you needed it to be true, but it's not.
Stop it. Just stop. This is exactly what your father would have wanted. You're playing right into his hands. He's just trying to confuse you, to confuse me. Don't let him keep us apart, Harvey.
If you truly believe I'm wrong, then take a DNA test. I'm willing, are you?
What, so you can pay some lab to fake the results? You have money now. You could make anything say whatever you want.
Catherine, listen to yourself. You're unraveling. I'm not trying to attack you. I'm trying to give you the truth so you can stop wasting your time and mine.
I'm not wrong. I can't be wrong. I saw you on TV. You looked exactly like the baby I lost. You even moved your hands the same way. They said you were rich and successful, making millions of dollars. That sounds just like my boy.
Speaking of which, that's another thing that you got the wrong idea about. You misunderstood the TV segment. They said my company brings in over $1 million a year. That's gross revenue, not my salary.
Well, that's just technical talk. You're the owner, right? It's still your money.
It's not. My team gets paid before I do. I reinvest most of it. After taxes, insurance, 3 kids, a mortgage, and just life, I'm not sitting on piles of cash.
So what? You can't help your own mother with a few thousand?
You're not my mother. I don't owe you anything, especially not money.
But I canceled my lease for you. I thought we could finally be together. And I'm over $50,000 in debt. Who's going to pay that for me now?
Well, I'd like to say you could ask your real son for help, but...
But what? If you say he's my real son, then surely he'll be able and willing to help out his mother.
I don't know how to tell you this, so I'm just gonna give it to you straight. Your real son is dead.
What?
He took a job working at the same company as his father, your ex-husband. They were working on a house together when the scaffolding collapsed and they were both killed on impact.
No, this can't be happening.
As hard as it is to believe, it is happening.
You were supposed to be my redemption, my second chance, and now you're telling me I've got nothing?
Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying.
Well, since I've already come out this way, do you think I could stay with you for a while? Just 1 month is fine.
I don't know how much clearer I can make this for you. I'm not your son. I have a family of my own, and I don't have any room for you in my life. If you really wanted to reconnect with your son, you should have decided to much sooner.
How about some cash? Maybe 5,000? Or 4,000? Anything would help.
My sister found Harry for me while I had Catherine waiting. He's still alive, still in construction, and happily married. He'd taken his wife's surname and erased every legal trace of Catherine from his registry. She abused him, apparently. Harry wants nothing to do with her. He felt bad asking me to lie for him, but I can totally understand. I wouldn't want a woman as crazy as her coming after me, either. I've heard on social media that there's a middle-aged woman sleeping in a park 2 towns over. She talks to herself mostly, but she'll call out to any men that walk by her and ask if their name is Harry. I'll bet even guys who are named Harry would just say no and keep on walking. Rebecca, are you serious right now? Another night out without a single text?
Oh, come on. Don't act like I owe you a minute-by-minute itinerary. I'm not your employee.
No, you're supposed to be my wife. You disappear whenever it's inconvenient, and I'm supposed to just sit here and guess?
Wow, just because I didn't text doesn't mean I'm some kind of criminal. I need a break. Ever heard of that?
A break from what exactly? You barely do anything around the house as it is.
Excuse me? I do plenty. Just because I don't parade around with a vacuum doesn't mean I'm lazy.
Don't even try it. I do the laundry, I do the cleaning. You cook maybe once a week when the stars align.
Oh, how noble. A husband who does chores. Want a medal, a parade, maybe a fan club.
You think this is funny? You vanish, refuse to reply, and act like it's all beneath you.
Because it is. I'm not some robot built to scrub floors and smile for your convenience. I have a life.
That life doesn't include respect for your husband? For your home?
Respect goes both ways. And honestly, you lost my respect the moment you started nagging me like a desperate old man.
Unbelievable. You know what? I've had it. This whole thing, this marriage, whatever it's supposed to be, it's a joke.
Wow, dramatic much?
Don't gaslight me. I've got every right to be angry. You come and go like some damn guest in a hotel.
I expect you to act like a grown man, not a sulky teenager.
You want honesty? Fine. Let's put all our cards on the table then. I know about your affair.
Huh?
Don't play dumb. I know you're cheating on me.
Wow, you really went there.
You thought I wouldn't find out? You thought your little vanishing acts and secret meetups wouldn't catch up with you?
Okay, first of all, I didn't think you'd notice. You're usually too busy wiping down countertops and counting dust bunnies.
So you admit it?
I mean, yeah. Honestly, hiding it got boring. You want the truth? I'm with him right now.
You're disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Oh, please, spare me the wounded husband routine. You knew I was checked out ages ago.
You're with him right now, and you still have the audacity to speak to me like that?
Audacity? No, darling. That's called honesty. I'm just done pretending.
I already know who he is. I've looked into him. I'm filing for divorce.
Wow, look at you, taking initiative for once. I'm impressed.
I'm serious. This is over.
That's fine. I'd love nothing more than to be rid of you immediately, but I need you to give me 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah, I've got a trip planned with him. Our flights and everything are all non-refundable, so let me enjoy it, then we can do the paperwork.
Even in divorce, you're still thinking about no one but yourself. Unreal.
Hey, at least I'm giving you a heads up this time, right?
This is our marriage, Rebecca. This is our life. And you're treating it like it's some inconvenience between spa weekdays and adulterous weekends.
Because that's exactly what it is. Don't worry, I'll be back in 2 weeks, all tanned and glowing, ready to sign whatever you want. Consider it my farewell gift.
Don't you dare disappear on me again.
Please, don't act like you have any power over me. Jason, I'm sorry to bother you at work, but something terrible happened. Please, can I call?
I'm on the train right now, Shawnee. I can't talk, but tell me what's going on. I'm reading.
It's Mom and Dad. They were in a really bad accident. A truck ran the light and hit them at full speed.
What? Oh my God, that's terrible. How are they? Are they hurt?
Pretty badly, yeah. They're both unconscious right now. They were taken by ambulance to the general hospital. They rushed them straight into emergency surgery. I'm here now, and I've just been waiting for updates, and I don't know what to do.
Oh God, how's their condition? Are they stable? Did the doctors say anything?
They said Dad has internal bleeding. His heart stopped once on the way in. Mom has a head injury and multiple broken bones. It's serious, Jason. It's really serious.
I'm getting off at the next station. I'll come right away.
Thank you. I didn't know who else to call. I've been trying to reach Rebecca too, but she's not responding. She won't pick up and her phone is off or something.
I know. It's off because she turned it off herself. She left this morning for a trip with her boyfriend.
A trip with her what? You're kidding.
I wish I were. I confronted her last night. She admitted everything. She said she needed a vacation. She said she'd be gone for 2 weeks. I hate to drop this bomb on you at a time like this, but it is what it is.
But this is an emergency. Our parents might not make it through tonight. She has to come back.
You could try messaging her again, but I wouldn't count on it. She made it very clear she didn't want to be contacted.
I don't understand. What kind of person hears something like this and just keeps relaxing on a beach?
The kind who doesn't see herself as part of this family anymore.
I'm still going to try. Maybe she'll listen if it comes from me. Please tell me she'll at least read a message.
I hope she does, but I honestly doubt she'll respond. She barely acknowledges me at this point.
God, I can't believe this is happening. Why now? Why would she run off now of all times?
Because she doesn't care. Or maybe she does, but not enough.
I feel sick. I feel like I'm the only one trying to hold this family together, and it's all falling apart in my hands.
You're not alone, Shawnee. I'm on my way. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Okay. Well, I know it's selfish to ask this, but please hurry. I don't know how much longer I can sit here by myself.
Rebecca, answer your damn phone. Shawnee's been trying to reach you all day. It's your parents. This is serious. I can tell that you're reading these, Rebecca, so I won't let you pretend like you didn't notice this. Your mom and dad were in a car accident. A truck ran a red light and crashed into them. They were taken to the hospital in an ambulance. Shawnee's there right now with them. Please, Rebecca, for God's sake, say something. Answer me. This isn't about me. It's your family.
Wow, clingy much. I open my phone to check my flight info and get bombarded with notifications like I'm some kind of celebrity. I'm literally at the airport gate, Jason. Do you expect me to cancel my trip just because you're feeling dramatic?
Drama? This isn't drama. Your parents were rushed into emergency surgery. They're in critical condition and they might not survive the night.
Okay, first of all, emergency surgery sounds scarier than it probably is. You people love overreacting. I skimmed your messages. They looked long and stressful, so I stopped reading after the first couple.
You skimmed a set of messages about your parents almost dying?
I was already late getting to the terminal, and I don't do well with panic vibes. They're not my thing, especially when I'm about to go on vacation.
Every time I think you couldn't possibly disgust me anymore, you prove me wrong. I don't even have words for you.
Great, then maybe stop texting?
You're really just going to fly off on a vacation while your own family is in critical condition?
Yep, I planned this trip weeks ago. I'm not throwing it away because my mom didn't look both ways before crossing the road.
Rebecca, that's your mother you're talking about.
Don't act like you care more than I do. I just express myself differently. You express it through being obnoxious to me about nothing, and I express it through cocktails and ocean views.
Go to hell, Rebecca. Seriously.
Not before I get back from my vacation in paradise. Anyway, this conversation is draining my battery and my patience. Turning the phone off again. See you in 2 weeks. Or not. I'm back! I just touched down a few minutes ago. I'm still feeling sun-kissed and absolutely fabulous. Guam was everything I needed and more. Ocean views from the suite, room service every morning, and I finally got that full-body massage I've been dreaming about. This was the total reset that I've needed for ages. You'll love this. My boyfriend surprised me with a couple's parasailing session. And let's just say, we made the most of that ocean breeze. Oh, and one night he passed out early, so I ended up spending the night with this ridiculously hot bartender. Things might have gotten a little steamy. What happens in Guam, right?
That's all you have to say? 2 weeks of silence, and this is what you come back with?
Excuse me?
You ignored every message, every call, even from Shawnee. Your parents were fighting for their lives and you were out making steamy memories.
Oh, for God's sake, I saw the message. I'm not blind. I read, the first few lines before we took off, remember? But honestly, it sounded kind of vague. Emergency surgery or whatever. You people love your panic language.
They were in critical condition. Your father flatlined. Your mother had a brain bleed. We didn't know if they'd live through the night.
And stressing from a beach resort would have changed that? No, I made a choice to focus on my mental health.
Mental health? You were drinking cocktails and cheating on your boyfriend. All while cheating on me to begin with. This vacation was a cheatception.
Self-care comes in many forms, Jason. Some of us actually know how to enjoy life. Besides, I picked up a few local snacks and those cute tourist t-shirts. I figured I'd swing by the hospital later, drop off some goodies.
Don't bother.
Why not? They're probably sick of hospital food. Something sweet could lift their spirits.
Your parents are gone, Rebecca.
What? Wait, what do you mean, gone? As in, they were discharged?
As in, we'll talk about it later. For now, just get back here.
Jason, what are you talking about? What happened to my parents?
We'll talk about that after we talk about our divorce.
Come on, you can't just drop a line like that and say, I'll tell you later. What's going on with my parents? Jason, I just got to the house and it's completely gutted. I looked through the windows, everything's gone. No furniture, kitchen stuff, curtains, nothing. What the hell is this? Where did it all go? I asked the neighbor and they said Shawnee came by and told them she was selling the place. Selling it? Are you kidding me? Why wasn't I told? That's my family's house.
It's Shawnee's house. She's had it in her name since the renovation 2 years ago.
Oh, spare me the legal crap. That's still my home. She had no right to pack up and vanish without saying a word.
She moved out. No one was living there anymore.
I was going to move back in, eventually.
You mean after your lover kicked you out?
You're really enjoying this, huh? Just watching everything fall apart and pretending you're above it all?
I'm not pretending anything. I'm stating facts.
Don't act like you're some saint, and Shawnee doesn't get to erase me from the family just because she's suddenly allergic to loyalty.
She doesn't owe you anything, Rebecca, and neither do I.
Tell me where she went right now.
I don't know. She never told me, and I never asked. Keep in mind, this is the woman who very shortly is going to be nothing to me but my ex-wife's sister. She doesn't have any obligation to inform me of all her life decisions.
Wow, you're both pathetic.
Coming from the woman who cheated on the man she was cheating on her husband with, pathetic doesn't mean much. Now get over here so we can get divorced.
No, screw you. I'm going to my boyfriend's place. I'll write the divorce papers myself and send them over. You can file them without ever seeing me again.
All right, that works too.
I'm calling Shawnee. Let's see how long she lasts trying to shut me out. Shawnee, what the hell is going on? I just got to the house and it's completely empty. I'm talking bare walls, no lights, no furniture. It's like the place got sucked into a black hole. Are you seriously not going to tell me what's happening? Where's all Mom and Dad's stuff? Why didn't anyone call me? Hello, Rebecca. Oh, don't give me that hello, Rebecca. What is that supposed to mean? Is that how you talk to your sister now, after everything we've been through together? You don't get to pretend I'm just some random stranger. Everything we've been through together is exactly why I've come to this point. The point where I'm forced to say that I don't have a sister. Not anymore. Excuse me? Is this a joke? Are you actually playing the I don't know her game like we're in some high school drama? What am I then? Just some dead name on the family tree? Someone I used to know. Someone I can no longer recognize. Oh, give me a break. I'd go off the grid for 2 weeks and suddenly I've been erased from existence? You think that gives you the right to pack up and disappear like some ghost? Sell the house? What, was that supposed to punish me? You weren't off the grid, Rebecca. You were sipping mojitos in Guam and bragging about cheating with your boyfriend while our parents were hooked up to machines. Oh my God, are you still being dramatic about that? I skimmed the messages, all right, but you were vague. You didn't say it was life or death. I begged you to come back. Well, excuse me for needing a break from this toxic family. I needed space. That doesn't mean I stopped caring. You didn't care, not even a little. You ignored every message. And then you laughed about it. You sent photos of poolside cocktails while I was sitting in a hospital corridor, not knowing if Mom would wake up. Okay, you know what? I didn't ask for a guilt trip. I asked what happened to the house. You could have stayed. You could have waited until I got back. But no, you just took it all and vanished, like you couldn't wait to erase me. You were never planning to come back for our parents. You came back because your little fantasy collapsed. You got dumped. Excuse me? Who told you that? Jason did. He sent a letter to your boyfriend while you were still on vacation. He told him everything, that you were married, that you'd been lying to him from the start. The moment he got back and saw it, he kicked you out of his apartment. Isn't that right? Hey, I did not get kicked out of his house. I texted him just before I texted you and asked if I could stay with him. And, well, he told me he didn't want to see me anymore. But my personal matters are none of your business. Trying to crawl back to the family home is my business, especially when that house is in my name. You thought you'd just slide back in like nothing ever happened? I had nowhere else to go, okay? You think it's fun being abandoned? You think it's easy knowing everyone's talking behind your back and locking the damn doors? Why is everyone treating me like I'm worthless, like I don't matter at all? Maybe because that's how you treated the rest of us. We were just background noise to your little escape plan. You're seriously judging me right now? Like you're so perfect? Newsflash, you're not. You just sit around waiting for people to screw up so you can play Ice Queen and act above it all. No, Rebecca, I stayed. I showed up. I answered every call. I paid the bills. I handled the paperwork. I held Mom's hand while she was lying in a coma in her hospital room. Where were you? Don't do this. Just tell me one thing, please. When Jason said our parents were gone, what did he mean? Where are they? He meant exactly what he said. No, don't give me riddles, Shawnee. I need a real answer. Just tell me they're okay. Please, I can't take the silence anymore. Are they alive? You'll find out in time. For now, you can sit with the silence you gave the rest of us. You can't do this to me. I'm your sister. I already told you, Rebecca. Not anymore. You're not. You're really cutting me off. After everything we've been through, you can't even look me in the eye and tell me the truth. I don't owe you closure. Not after everything. I'm changing my number. You won't be able to reach me again. This is the last message you'll ever get from me. Wait! Shawnee, please, don't leave me like this. Goodbye, Rebecca. Jason, I just got back to the apartment. All your stuff is gone. Your closet's empty, your shoes, your books, everything. And on the table, you left the divorce papers. They're already signed, I see. You also left a business card for a lawyer? Were you even planning to talk to me? Or did you just move out in the middle of the night like a coward? Did you wait at all? You said we were going to talk. You said we were going to sort this out.
I waited. I was ready to have the conversation. Right up until the moment I realized you had no intention of showing up. I've officially moved out. From now on, any communication about the divorce should go through my attorney. His contact info is on the card. Also, the lease ends at the end of the month. Good luck.
That's it? That's seriously all you have to say? I broke up with him, okay? The guy is gone. I ended it. Doesn't that mean anything to you? Can't we at least try again? We were married, Jason. You don't just erase that like it's nothing. Jason? Please answer me. Just say something.
Shawnee asked me not to correct Rebecca's misunderstanding right away. Let her sit with the weight of gone for a while, she said. That was her version of justice. In reality, her parents survived, but it was an incredibly close call. They've since been moved to a university hospital where they're steadily recovering. As for Rebecca, she's learning that betrayal has a price. She got absolutely nothing from me in the divorce. The judge wasn't very sympathetic with her. But that's not the best part. Her ex-lover, the one she vacationed with while her parents were in surgery, found out the truth when he got home and read my letter. He realized who Rebecca really was, a filthy, rotten cheater who promised him a future but gave him nothing but lies. He paid for the whole tropical getaway, flights, hotel, champagne suites, thinking that he would propose to her after they got back. She told him that she was single and wanted to marry him. So now he's suing her for fraud and unjust enrichment, claiming he never would have spent a cent if he'd known she was another man's wife. And while Rebecca deals with that lawsuit, she's got no home, no support, and no sympathy. And for someone who used to treat people like stepping stones, well, now she's learning what it feels like to be the one walked over.
Hey, lazy guy. Still holed up in your room enjoying the life of a carefree NEET? Honestly, what a joke. Making mom and grandma work while you just sit around unemployed and have them support you. Isn't the father's role to be the head of the family? I'm in high school and even I work part-time. Get a job, lazy old man.
Aren't you supposed to be in class right now?
Oh, finally a reply. Did I hit a nerve and make you sulk?
I've told you 100 times I work from home now. I switched careers to a job where I can work from home.
Sure. Grandma says she doesn't recognize any such thing, remember?
I know. That's why I had to leave her company.
You mean you got fired for going against Grandma, right? Typical NEET. You shouldn't go against people who matter, and that's why it turned out like this.
No, I'm a remote worker. Do you even know what that means?
think I've seen something like that online. Oh, yeah, it's the excuse lazy people use to call themselves self-employed.
Oh, that's not it. There are jobs you can do from home, like game programmers, web writers, video editors, web designers, a lot of jobs. Novelists and comic artists can also be considered remote workers in a way.
So what? It doesn't change the fact that you're still a NEET.
I'm a script writer.
What?
I started doing script writing as a side job even when I worked for Grandma's company, but over time it became harder to balance both. When differences in opinion with Grandma came up, I decided to go full-time as a script writer.
What?
I'm making as much as I did when I worked full-time, so there's no problem.
Oh, please, stop lying.
You still don't believe me?
No! Grandma and Mom both said there's no way anyone can make money doing such a side hustle job. They're both successful people. Grandma's the current CEO, and Mom will be the next CEO. Why would I believe anything you say when they say it's impossible?
All right, it's clear we're not getting anywhere with this conversation. I'm on a deadline, so I'm ending this here.
Oh, I see. Because you went against Grandma and got fired, no one else will hire you, huh? Got it. Still a garbage man, huh? Hey, you useless man. I heard from Mom. You're getting divorced, huh?
She told you, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of knew it was coming. After all, you didn't even bother looking for a job for 2 whole years after quitting Grandma's company. No wonder Mom got fed up. You should have figured out your position a lot sooner.
Let me make something clear. I'm the one who initiated this divorce.
What?
I'd been thinking about it for a while, but I hesitated because I knew how it would affect you. Even though I know I'm disliked now, I still shared a home with you for all these years.
Oh, please, spare me the sob story. I don't care about your emotional crap. I didn't ask to be raised by a loser like you.
A loser?
Come on, Dad. You were working for Grandma's company in the first place, right? Then you got lucky, and Mom, the next heir to the company, picked you up. You two got married, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So basically, you've been living off Grandma and Mom all this time. You were getting a paycheck from them, right? That's basically the same as them supporting you. And now that you're a NEET, it's just embarrassing. You're a parasite, a real drain on everyone.
So that's how you see it, huh?
No, I'm not interpreting anything. I'm just stating facts.
Fine, whatever. It's clear you want Mom to have full custody, and honestly, I'm okay with that. I'm not expecting any understanding from you anymore.
You're still talking about the same old stuff. You really don't get it, do you? You're just throwing a tantrum because Mom's finally done with you. Good luck with that. What a loser.
Good luck with what?
I mean, if Mom gets custody, that means you'll have to pay child support. You're in NEET, and now you're getting divorced. How does that feel? You'll be coughing up $2,000 a month for child support. How does it feel to go from freeloading to paying for your own kids' expenses?
That's something you should be saying to the real father, not me.
What? What do you mean by that?
It's simple. I've already moved out. This is the part where you go ask Mom about the details.
Wait, what? What the hell do you mean you've already moved out?
Just like I said, I'm done here. Now go ask your mom. Goodbye.
Hey, I need to ask you something. Dad?
It's been a while since I've heard you call me that.
Hey, just tell me, is what you said the other day true?
The other day?
About my real father and that thing you mentioned?
Oh, didn't Mom tell you?
I tried asking her, but it's like she's on edge or something. Grandma's been acting weird too, so I just couldn't bring myself to talk to them about it.
Yeah, I get it. Mom's been dealing with a lot, especially with the company right now. She's doing everything she can just to keep things from falling apart. She even begged me to hold off on the alimony for a while, so I've agreed to that, temporarily.
Alimony?
Yeah, Mom has to pay me alimony.
Wait, what? Why? How could she?
You don't know any of this?
I told you I can't get anyone to tell me. I just need to know. Please, I can't sleep at night thinking about it.
If I tell you, you have to be ready for the consequences. Are you prepared?
I don't care anymore. I need to know.
All right, here's the truth. You're not my biological daughter.
What?
I married your mom when you were 2. She was a single mom when I met her. I knew what I was getting into.
So, you're not really my dad?
We talked about adopting you at first, but in the end, your mom and grandma decided against it. So now, after the divorce, we're nothing to each other. No family ties anymore.
I didn't know.
And the reason we're getting divorced? It's because your mom cheated on me. She never truly cut ties with your real father.
What?
Here's where it all ties into Grandma's company. Your mom's lover is the CEO of a company we've been working with.
The CEO? What does that have to do with anything?
The CEO is a son-in-law of another family, and once your mom's affair came to light, the whole situation blew up. Your real father being exposed as your mom's lover led to a massive scandal. He was forced out of his position, and the company was furious. They cut ties with Grandma's business, and now everything's crashing down.
Wait, so Mom's affair has caused a collapse in Grandma's company?
Exactly. This scandal has caused irreparable damage to the company's reputation. Grandma's business is about to go bankrupt, and all that financial security we had is gone. You're gonna feel the impact too, so get ready.
But I didn't do anything. What does this have to do with me?
It's not about blame, it's just reality. The company's about to fold, and you're gonna lose everything you've known. Your life's about to change.
What about Mom?
She's in the same boat. The debts, the alimony, everything. You'll have to adjust to a completely different life now.
This can't be happening. What am I supposed to do now?
Honestly, I don't know. But don't come asking me for help. I can't fix this.
But you were my father for so long. I don't know what to do without you in my life.
I know it's hard, but things have changed. I'm not the same person anymore. And neither are you.
How can you be so cold about this? You're just going to leave me to deal with this mess alone?
I'm already out of this. I'm done with this family. There's nothing left for me here.
You can't just walk away. You were supposed to be my family.
I'm sorry, but you have to understand, this is how it is. I'm leaving. I have a meeting with my TV project. I'm starting something new.
A TV project? What are you talking about?
I'm a screenwriter now. I've got my biggest opportunity yet, so I can't stay here and keep talking about this.
What about me? What about us? You can't just leave me like this.
I've already transferred money for your school expenses. Take care of it yourself. Don't let Mom or Grandma take it from you. That's all I can do for you. Goodbye.
Please, don't leave me like this.
Goodbye. After everything that had happened, the calls from my ex-daughter kept coming, one after the other. It felt like they'd never stop. At first I thought I might pick up, maybe hear her out, but then I realized that it wasn't fair to keep her hopes up. It wasn't right to give her the illusion that things could go back to how they were before. So I blocked her number. It was the only way to make sure she stopped contacting me. And as painful as it was, I knew it was the only thing that could help her move on and accept the situation. Soon after, the news came that my ex-mother-in-law's company had gone bankrupt. It was almost as if everything that had been set in motion was unraveling. I had predicted this would happen, the failure, the collapse, and it wasn't a surprise. What did catch me off guard, however, was the realization that she and my ex-wife had been planning on using my daughter's savings to pay off their mounting debts. They had been scheming to get their hands on the money for a while, and when my daughter was out at school, they went as far as rummaging through her room, searching for the bank book to access her savings. I can't even begin to describe the anger that bubbled up when I found out about this. The fact that they could use a child's savings like that without any second thought was infuriating. But it also became painfully clear to me what kind of people they really were. Greedy, manipulative, and without any sense of responsibility. They had put my daughter in a position where she had to take care of them instead of the other way around. When my daughter realized the extent of what had been happening, she finally understood the situation she was in. It was a harsh lesson to learn, but it was also a turning point for her. She had always been naive, believing that her family had her best interests at heart. But when she found out what they had been doing, how they had been using her, she took action. She took the bank book that had always been with her, clutched it tightly, and fled. She didn't hesitate. She didn't look back. My daughter ran to her grandmother's house, the only place she could think of for safety. It was there that she sought help, hoping to find refuge from the chaos that had been her life for so long. Thankfully, her grandmother took her in. She didn't turn her away, even though things had been strained between them. My daughter was allowed to stay there until she graduated from high school, a lifeline she didn't expect but desperately needed. The relief I felt when I heard from my ex-sister-in-law through my daughter that she was safe and apologetic was a mix of emotions. I was glad that my daughter had made it out, that she was finally able to escape the grasp of the people who tried to control her. But at the same time, I couldn't shake the feeling of sadness and regret. My ex-daughter had been placed in a position where she had no choice but to grow up too quickly. She had to see things she shouldn't have, deal with situations that no child should have to face. And yet, despite everything, she still had the courage to reach out and apologize. It wasn't a full reconciliation, but it was a sign that she was finally starting to understand the world around her. It wasn't long after that I learned more about what had been going on in their lives. My ex-wife and her mother had been planning for this moment for a while, slowly sinking deeper into debt while pretending everything was fine. They had convinced themselves that they could keep up appearances for just a little longer, but when the company went under, it all came crashing down. The facade was shattered, and the consequences were inescapable. I also found out that my ex-wife had tried to manipulate my daughter into helping pay off their debts. It was the ultimate betrayal, trying to use her own child's savings to cover their mistakes. My daughter, though young and still struggling with the reality of it all, saw through their lies. She realized what had been happening behind her back, and it made her realize just how much she had been taken for granted. After everything she had gone through, after the emotional abuse and manipulation, my daughter finally took control of her life. She took the bank book and she left. That was a powerful moment, one that I hoped she would never forget. It was a sign of her strength, of her resilience. For the first time in her life, she was standing up for herself. The fallout from the bankruptcy wasn't just financial. The emotional damage was just as significant. My ex-wife and her mother were left to pick up the pieces, but they had no one to turn to. They had alienated everyone in their lives with their greed and manipulation. When they tried to make amends, it was too late. No one trusted them anymore. As for my daughter, she had a long road ahead of her, but I felt a sense of relief knowing that she was no longer under their control. She had a chance to rebuild her life, to start over. She had her grandmother's support, and while things weren't perfect, it was a start. I hoped she would find peace, that she would heal from the wounds they had inflicted on her. I couldn't help but feel a sense of guilt, though. I had been absent from her life for so long. I had let myself become wrapped up in my own struggles and battles, and in doing so, I had failed to protect her when she needed it the most. But I couldn't change the past. All I could do now was support her, even from a distance, and be there when she needed me. I couldn't undo the damage, but I could offer her the chance to rebuild, to move forward with her life. It was a strange feeling. Relief mixed with guilt, sadness intertwined with hope. My daughter's apology had been a step in the right direction, but it didn't erase the pain she had been through. It didn't make up for the years of manipulation and betrayal, but it was a beginning. It was a sign that, despite everything, she was still capable of love, still capable of growth. And for me, that was enough. For now. As for my ex-wife and her mother, I didn't know what the future held for them. They had made their choices, and now they had to live with the consequences. But for my daughter, I hoped that the future was brighter. She deserved a life free from their control, a life where she could thrive and be herself, and I would do everything I could to help her get there. It was a painful and difficult journey, but in a way it had brought me clarity. I couldn't change what had happened, but I could choose what happened next. I could choose to move forward, to give my daughter the life she deserved. I didn't know what the future held, but I was determined to make sure she never felt like she was alone again. I would be there for her, even if it meant taking a back seat, even if it meant letting her lead her own way. That, at least, was the least I could do for her. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Shelley, my, how long has it been? 3 years, isn't it? 3 years since you stopped coming around, stopped calling, stopped acknowledging the people who welcomed you into this family. Not even a single message at Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, nothing. I'd say I'm shocked, but honestly, you were always a bit cold. Anyway, let's not dwell on the past. It's time we put all that behind us. Given what's happened, I think we can agree it's time for you to come home. Tucker needs someone, and despite everything you've done to him, that still means you. I trust you'll be moving in without any fuss, so tell me, when are you coming? Wow, I really didn't expect to get a message from you. Is something wrong? I just told you, didn't I? Tucker needs you. That's all that needs to be said. You can't seriously think you're exempt from that just because you've been sulking in silence for a few years. I'm not sure that's really appropriate anymore. Things have changed a lot. Pfft, what changed? You're still his wife, aren't you? What does it matter if you've been keeping your distance? A real wife comes back when her husband is in need. I think you might be misunderstanding the situation. The way things are now, I'm really not the person for that role anymore. You're deflecting, that's all this is. You think just because you dropped off the radar, you're somehow off the hook? Oh, please. You made a commitment. You don't get to walk away from that just because it's inconvenient. I'm not walking away from anything. I did that already, years ago. Oh, stop being dramatic. What matters now is that you do the right thing. This isn't about feelings, it's about duty. Tucker can't be left alone like this. You have a responsibility whether you like it or not. If that's really what you believe, then maybe we're not having the same conversation. You know, the fact that you've gone this long without checking in is honestly shameful considering everything Tucker has been through lately. But I suppose you wouldn't know, would you? What are you talking about? What happened? He was in a car accident, a serious one. He's in a wheelchair now. He can't walk. He probably never will again. Wait, what? Are you serious? I'm completely serious. He was hospitalized for weeks. He had surgery, physical therapy, the whole ordeal. And now he's trying to adjust to a completely different life. Meanwhile, you've been who knows where, doing who knows what. Not even a text. Not even a single visit. Wow, this is the first I'm hearing of any of that. And why do you think that is? Because Tucker didn't want to trouble you, even now, after everything. He was trying to protect you. That's the kind of man he is, kind, loyal, and too considerate for his own good. Listen, Rachel, I'm sorry to hear this, really. But you're treating me like I deliberately ignored him. That's just not what happened. It's exactly what happened. You walked away and left him on his own, and now that you're being called to step up, you're full of excuses. You're acting like you have no connection to him at all. Because things haven't been the way you're describing for quite some time. I'm not trying to argue, but I think you're missing some important context. What context could possibly matter more than the fact that he's injured and needs someone? I really am sorry to hear about the accident. No one deserves to go through something like that. But I think there's something you need to understand, because the way you've been speaking to me is like you believe we're still in each other's lives. What's that supposed to mean? Tucker and I haven't been in contact for a very long time. We've been living completely separate lives for years now. Separate lives? Are you saying this whole time? Yes, 3 years ago I discovered that Tucker was cheating on me. This isn't something that happened recently. And once I found out, that was the end of it for me. I didn't want to stay in a marriage built on lies, so we got divorced. 3 years ago? Oh, that can't be right. Maybe not to you, but that doesn't change the timeline. After we split, Tucker remarried to the woman he'd been having his affair with. I'm not making this up. What? That's impossible. He never mentioned any of that to me. Not one word. I believe that. He probably didn't want to face the conversation. But that doesn't mean it didn't happen. We divorced, he moved on, and so did I. That's the reality. So what, you expect me to believe you've just had nothing to do with him all this time? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. We haven't seen each other, haven't spoken, no phone calls, no messages, nothing. I didn't even know he'd been in an accident until your message. Well, that's unbelievable. I understand why it might feel that way. But I'm telling you the truth, and honestly, I think if you asked him directly, he'd say the same. I just think it's important you hear it plainly. Well, I'm sorry to say you wasted your time, because I don't believe a word of that. You're just trying to come up with a convenient little story so you don't have to take responsibility. This is so pathetic. There's nothing convenient about any of this. It's just the truth. Oh, please, isn't it funny how your so-called divorce just happens to line up with when you suddenly cut off all contact with us? 3 years ago, the timing's just too perfect, don't you think? It wasn't a coincidence. That was when everything ended. That's why I stopped coming around. No, you disappeared because you didn't want to deal with any of it. You got bored of playing house, and now you're lying through your teeth so you don't have to lift a finger. You think I don't see through that? If you really think I'm lying, then check with City Hall. They can pull the divorce record in 5 minutes. What, you want me to go waste my time on some ridiculous paperwork hunt just because a liar told me to? I'm not playing your little game. It's not a game, it's public record. I'm not asking you to take my word for it. You can say whatever you want, but you're still going to come here and do what needs to be done. Tucker can't work right now. Someone has to support this household, and that someone is going to be you. I don't think you understand the position you're in. You can't just assign me to take care of someone I haven't seen in years. Oh, I absolutely can. You're young, you're healthy, you had a job, which you'll be keeping, by the way. Tucker can't earn any more, so you'll be supporting him. That's your role now. Excuse me? And the house needs to be remodeled. Barrier-free, ramps, widened doorways, everything. It'll cost a fortune, but I assume you'll be covering it. After all, he's your husband. No, he's not, and I can't believe you actually think this is normal. Don't try to dodge this again. You're the one who made vows. You're the one who walked out. And now, when it really matters, you're the one who's going to make things right. This entire conversation has been completely detached from reality. If you want answers, if you want to understand what actually happened, then you should ask Tucker himself. He's been through enough already. I'm not going to drag him into more drama. You're already doing that by demanding things from someone who doesn't owe you anything. I've told you what happened. I've been honest. And I'm not going to keep defending myself against a version of the past that only exists in your head. You quit your job? Are you completely out of your mind, Shelley? Excuse me? How do you even know that? Oh, don't act surprised. I called your office to get your availability for Tucker's physical therapy. And what do I hear? You just up and left. Without warning? Without even telling anyone? That wasn't your place to ask about, and frankly, it's not your place to comment either. Oh, please, don't start playing the victim now. What on earth are you thinking? You're the one who should be supporting Tucker. He's in a wheelchair, for God's sake. He can't work. And I'm not responsible for that. I've told you before, and I'll say it again. Tucker and I are divorced. I don't owe him anything. You stood at an altar and made vows, for better or worse. Ring a bell? And now that he's facing worse, you've run off like a coward. No, I walked away after your son had an affair and moved on with another woman. You call that cowardice? I call it survival. Oh, give me a break. A little affair, and suddenly you think that justifies throwing away your marriage? People work through these things every day, but no, not you. You just disappeared the second it got difficult. It wasn't a little affair. He was seeing her for months behind my back, lying to me every step of the way. And when I found out, he didn't even apologize. He just packed up and left. That's ancient history, and you know it. You're using that as an excuse to abandon him now that he actually needs you. I don't need any excuse. I am telling you once again that I am not his wife anymore. I am not a caretaker, I'm not an employee, and I am not obligated to sacrifice my life for a man who betrayed me. So what, you quit your job just to sit around and sulk? That's pathetic. You think that's going to help anything? I didn't quit my job to sit around. I left because my new husband was transferred for work. I can't keep my job over here when we'll be living hours away. Oh, now you're saying you've remarried. Oh, how convenient. Don't make me laugh. It's not convenient. It's true. Our parents introduced us after my divorce was finalized. We've been married for over a year now. Lies, every word. You're just running away again because now that Tucker's disabled, you can't bear to look at him. That's not only insulting, it's absurd. I didn't run away from his disability. I walked away from his betrayal. And unlike him, I didn't pretend to be loyal while sneaking around with someone else. Don't you dare try to twist this into some moral high ground. You left him when he was able-bodied, and now you're washing your hands of him completely. That's because I already did. 3 years ago in court with witnesses and with his signature on the divorce papers. You think a piece of paper means you get to erase all of this? You think you get to start over while he's stuck with nothing? He's not stuck with nothing. He has a new wife, the one he chose over me. If he's suffering now, I genuinely hope she's there for him. But I am not part of that picture anymore, and you need to stop pretending I am. You know, now that I think about it, the more appalling this little attitude of yours is. Did you forget that the accident only happened because Tucker was trying to get away from you? He said you saw him with that woman and you lost your mind. Wait, what? Yes, that's what he said, that you caught him in the act and started making a scene. He said he panicked, tried to get away in the car, and that's when it happened. I never saw anything in person, not once. Oh, don't lie to me. He said you showed up out of nowhere, that you screamed at them and chased after his car. No, that never happened. I wasn't even there. When I found out about the affair, it wasn't because I walked in on anything. I hired a private investigator. It was all handled quietly. You hired someone? Yes, I still have the report if you want to see it. It lists the dates, photos, even the hotel name. It's all in there. I didn't yell, I didn't scream, I didn't confront anyone. I just left. Then what was he talking about? Well, that's a good question. He told me that's why the accident happened, that you caught him cheating and he got scared. Maybe that part is true, just not the way he told it. What do you mean? Well, if he wasn't talking about me catching him, then maybe someone else did. What are you saying? He married the woman he was cheating on me with, right? But if the accident happened more recently, long after we were out of each other's lives, maybe it wasn't me who caught him. Maybe it was someone else. No, he wouldn't. He's already got a second chance. He wouldn't be that stupid. Wouldn't he? But he looked me in the eye. He said it was all in the past. He said you were the reason he was miserable, that everything fell apart because of you. And you believed him. If he was lying about that, what else would he have been lying about? I think it's time you spoke to Tucker directly, because I've explained everything I can. But if you keep contacting me like this, demanding things I have no obligation to provide, I'll have no choice but to protect myself. I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm saying it because I'm done being dragged into something I walked away from years ago. If this continues, I'll speak to a lawyer. Consider this your final warning. Let me know if you'd like a short follow-up from Rachel or a legal consequence scene to close the loop. I spoke to Tucker. He finally told me what really happened. I see. So he admitted it? Yes, the affair, the lies, all of it. He said he was ashamed. That's why he made it sound like you just walked away from your duties. That tracks. He never wanted to take responsibility when it counted. He also told me about the remarriage. I had no idea he married that woman. He said he thought I'd be angry, so he just kept it from everyone. I figured he wouldn't have the courage to explain that part. And the accident, it happened when he was with someone else. It wasn't even his wife. It turns out one of his mistresses caught him with another mistress. So he repeated the same mistake. That's awful. It is. I still can't believe it. But at least I finally know the truth now. And I suppose I owe you an apology for everything I said. I appreciate that. Thank you for letting me know. Actually, there's something else I wanted to say. A sort of proposal, if you will. A proposal? Now that things are finally out in the open, maybe this is a chance to turn over a new leaf. Tucker is single again, and you work from home now, don't you? You're in the perfect position to care for him properly. Wait, are you seriously suggesting... Why not? You two were married once before. It's not like the love just disappears. Besides, your current marriage was just out of obligation, correct? You said your parents introduced you. Those arrangements never run that deep. It's not like you fell in love. Are you listening to yourself right now? I'm being practical. You have flexibility now. You're always at home, and Tucker needs someone he can trust. The timing just makes sense. You think I should throw away my life, my family, everything I've built, so I can go back and play nursemaid to a man who lied, cheated, and left me to clean up the mess? It doesn't have to be so dramatic. You were happy once, and now that the distractions are out of the way, maybe you could find a way back to that. No, we were not happy, not in any way that mattered. And do you want to know what I actually remember most about that time? What? You. Me? Yes, the way you treated me. The way you hounded me nonstop with cruel comments and snide remarks. You didn't just nag me in person. You called, you emailed, you sent text messages at all hours. Remember when you faxed me that complaint about my cooking? Who even uses faxes anymore? Well, that wasn't abuse. I was just trying to help you become a proper wife. No, Rachel, it was abuse. You chipped away at me every single day, and you never once saw me as a person. You saw me as a tool, someone to manage your son, your house, your image. Well, that's not true. It is, and I never forgot it. You say start over like that part didn't happen, but it did. Well, maybe I was a little too hard on you, but it was never personal. It was personal to me. I lived through it. And I am not walking back into it just because Tucker burned every bridge and ended up alone. That's not my problem anymore. So you're saying there's no chance? None. I have zero intention of divorcing my husband. He's kind. He respects me. He's the reason I'm doing well now. But this conversation is over. A few weeks later, a letter arrived at my parents' house. You guessed it, it was from her. It was carefully worded, filled with phrases like, just keeping in touch and hoping you're well. But buried between the lines was the real message. Tucker had found out she contacted me behind his back, and he was livid. Their relationship apparently had collapsed. He's stuck in the family home, too broke to move out after paying alimony from his latest affair. He works from home now, but the place isn't even wheelchair accessible. The letter was just a thinly veiled plea for sympathy, for help, and maybe even for money. I handed it to my mother, shrugged, and said to toss it in the trash. And just like that, the last string tying me to that part of my life was finally gone.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.